Here's a brief, story-style retelling based on real documented experiences from sundown towns in the U.S. I'll keep it narrative, but grounded in true accounts and history. Before the sun went down. James had been driving for hours, long past the point where the highway lights thinned into darkness. His delivery route had taken him through East Texas, and somewhere along the way, his GPS led him off the main road and into a quiet town he didn't recognize. At first, nothing seemed unusual. A gas station flickered under buzzing lights. A couple of men stood outside, watching as his truck rolled in. James stepped out, stretching his legs, trying to shake off the fatigue. Inside, the clerk didn't greet him, just stared. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic, but it was clear. James had heard about places like this, sundown towns. Towns where black people weren't welcome after dark, where the rule wasn't written anymore but still understood. Historically, these towns used threats, laws, and violence to keep black residents out, sometimes even posting signs warning them to leave by sunset. He grabbed a bottle of water and paid. The clerk's eyes never left him. When he stepped back outside, the two men were still there. One of them spoke, low enough that it could almost be mistaken for nothing. "You passing through?" James nodded. "Yeah, just getting back on the road." A pause. "You should do that soon." No threats, no shouting, but the message landed heavy. Years earlier, towns like this had enforced those warnings openly. People forced out, followed, even attacked if they stayed too long. In some places, entire black communities had been expelled, like in Corbin, Kentucky, where nearly 200 black residents were driven out by a mob in 1919. James didn't argue. He didn't linger. He got back into his truck, hands tight on the wheel. As he drove away, he noticed headlights behind him. They stayed there longer than felt normal. He didn't speed, didn't turn, just kept driving until the town lights disappeared in his rearview mirror and the highway opened up again. Only then did the headlights behind him finally turn off. Reality behind the story. Stories like this aren't just fiction. Modern accounts still surface, like a black truck driver describing a tense night in Vidor, Texas, a town long known for its history of racial hostility and exclusion. While many sundown towns no longer enforce explicit rules, their legacy often lingers through intimidation, policing, or community attitudes that make people feel unwelcome after dark.